And we have one question from the audience in the comments. Daniel Hines said that he thinks that the hard part is not just sending the messages between the chains, but it's actually seeing the state of another chain or witnessing the state of one chain on the other. So he says that this seems consensus dependent. So how do you do it gen generically and securely? I guess in terms of uh, the communication between the chains, I think Daniel sees a bigger issue being more so like seeing the state of
Mm.
another chain and witnessing it. Do you know like of any solutions for that?
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of ways to do it, from I guess less secure to more secure ways. So, generally speaking, the least secure way would be to have like a centralized node listen to that chain and then send a message to another chain, right? And then have you trust that node. Well, you can do that, and that's relatively efficient, but that's clearly not trustless, right? And so there's a few more trustless ways to do it. So for example, like you could have a group of validators run light clients of a node. They all come into some sort of consensus of that, and then uh, basically they send a message after they come into some sort of consensus, right? So it's like, and you could basically rotate that group of validators over time per chain, and so that's something that like adds a decent amount of security. And there's also stuff that's like based on ZK proofs as well as like optimistic proofs. So there's like a optimi so right now, like I think like there's a few solutions that do that, like bridging solutions that basically sending a message from one chain to another takes 30 minutes, because in that 30-minute window, it's like an optimistic challenge basically. So as you send that message, basically until you're basically giving anybody 30 minutes to submit a fraud proof. And as long as there's no fraud proof, that message goes through. But clearly that's like not very efficient just yet, right? Because there's a lot of messages that you want to send, like almost in real time, or like less than 1 minute temporal resolution. And so that doesn't really work for like 60-70% of use cases. And then finally, like the ZK stuff is really cool, but it's just really early yet to, I guess, have that be too practical just now. But there's a bunch of people working on that as well.